Hello, good evening. It's 6 o'clock, which means it's time for a brand new one-day special. Now, we're talking Fusamat, so I'm really intrigued to see how this works. Now, we've not had this, I believe, on the show, on the channel for about 2 years or so you may be completely brand new to this. I'll whiz through what you're getting, and then we can go over to the fabulous Hayley to tell us a bit more about it. So you've got the Fusamat. Like I said, we're going to see how this works in a short while. And as part of the one-day special, you're also going to get a USB stick. Now, on this USB stick, which is set 2, we do have a set 1, but don't worry about that for the minute. You're getting 891 images. Now, there are 9 different themes, which we can show you a few of in a second, but you're getting such a lot for your money. I cannot tell you enough. Now, this is a better than half price deal because you've got a £50 saving. That is incredible, that saving. Now, normally, the USB sticks on their own are £59.90 each. That's at the bottom of the screen. So basically, you're only paying £9.99 for the USB stick and getting 891 images in total. Cracking deal. It's £39.98, £50 off. 927378 is your item number. So the images that you're going to get on set 2, here we go. You've got 99 different cats. So many on there. We've got yawning cats, we've got happy cats, loved up cats, cats in teacups very randomly, but there's loads of images there. So there's 99 sets of cats. Then you've got 99 sets of Celtic knots. And then you have got 99 pictures of your dandelions. Next, have we got more? You've got 99 sets of dogs. Well, if you've got cats, you've got to have dogs. That's the law. You've got happy dogs, yawning dogs. You've got something for everybody, you really have. Then you've got your doodles. That's a really full page, isn't it? That's amazing. What else? Oh, we've got 99 fairies. Pumpkins, moon crescents are on that one, so that's a bit holiday themed, that one, I reckon. Then we've got the gardening panel with 99 sets of different images on this. We've got keys, 99 images of keys. And then the last one, you've got the magical theme, our dream catchers, moons, stars, that's all there. So as I said, way better than half price. You've got a £50 saving, 2 payments of £19.99, 927378. Now, without further ado, Hayley's in the building. You all right, Hayley?
Hello. Yes, I'm fine, thanks very much.
Excellent.
Just doing a little bit of prep.
So, what is the Fusamat?
Okay, so the Fusamat is a mat that you can put onto any of your surfaces that you are going to iron on. You can, this will take up to 220 degrees of temperature.
Yeah.
So well, you know, well more than your iron will give it.
Yeah.
And it's also see-through. So I should have brought, where's my one with my bigger letters on? There you go. You can actually have designs underneath. This is the bigger mat, by the way.
Okay.
But it's just a bit. You can see, you can have bigger designs that you can have underneath your mat. So when you're lining things back up, you can make sure that it all lines up properly. Obviously, you've got the blue border around the edge there, so you can make sure you're not going to disappear off of the edge. I've given you my little one. Yes. I've got the bigger one. It's okay though. Yeah, the one that you've got is a really good one if you know, doing things on the go as well, or maybe you haven't got a huge amount of space in your craft room and you want something that you can use as a protective mat, because I'm just straight on the table here. Yeah.
So wait.
And that's
is your one the 12 by 18?
No, yes, the one that you're getting with the one day special is the size that Alex has got over there.
Oh, okay.
I've got a slightly bigger one.
Oh, right. Okay.
We do have them on the show, but I do have a slightly bigger one on here, just because I make more mess.
Okay.
Basically. But that one is a brilliant size if you are kind of travelling on the go. Maybe you've got limited space in your craft room, and it's a nice one to be able to keep to the side of your machine. Okay. Perfect size for the side of the machine where you're kind of going to do maybe some seams and then want to press them out. Yeah. That kind of thing, where you don't want to damage the surface that's underneath, but you do want something that's kind of quick and easy, that you can iron on, and that you can pack away, because obviously this is what we've kind of traditionally been using. Let me just move that iron. That's the kind of traditional. Yeah. And then the Fusamat, obviously, more or less same space. This is the big one that I've got. This is the, I'm going to say 18 by 30 inch one, which is about 40 centimetres, 45 centimetres by 75 centimetres. Okay. And you can see that is almost kind of the same area, but for a quilter, a more convenient area because it's square. Excellent. So now, if you want the one that Hayley's got there, the 18 by 30, that's on screen, 2 payments of £20, 877,893. Now the construction of the mat is actually very clever. You kind of won't see it when you're looking at it, but the construction of the mat is actually lots of little dimply holes, which means when you're using your fusible webbing, which is usually just a sheet of, it's a sheet of glue actually. I'll just see if I can peel the back off so you can see, because you may not have even seen this without its backing on. So, fusible webbing is essentially just a sheet of kind of stringy glue. Right. And when you melt this, what happens is it spreads. With the Fusamat, when you melt it, what happens is all that glue goes down into the little dimples and stays where it should be. So when you come back and applique your bits on, everything's kind of in exactly the right place and you don't get any glue spread out. So that means you get a lot less on your iron as well, because sometimes when the glue spreads out a bit side to side, you'll get it on your iron, then you'll get the sticky bit, and then you'll put it back on, and then you've ruined whatever you're making. So really, really useful tool for that as well. So it covers a lot of bases, this one. Amazing. So I'm going to get set up, if you don't mind, for a couple of little demos. And what we'll do is we'll start constructing. This is one of the Victorian tile designs, which I think is included on the USB. Set 1, which we'll
sorry,
talk
I picked
about
the wrong one up. That's fine.
All right. We'll do that in a minute, but there are all, lots of other designs that are on set 2. So we'll just do a little bit of this one, and I'll get some more printed out in the morning.
Good stuff. All right then, so this is it. This is what you're getting then. If you've got any questions, if you've never seen the Fusamat before, this is the actual size you'll get. You're 12 by 18 inches. We've had a nice flick through the designs that you'll get on the USB from set 2. So again, you've got dandelions, keys, Celtic knots, gardening scenes, a magical theme, cats, dogs, fairies and doodles. And remember, there's 99 of each of those themes. So that is 891 images. Massive saving. It's already really flying now. A £50 saving, way better than half price at $39.98, I think it was. And you can spread the cost, 2 payments of $19.99, 927,378. Now, if you've already got a Fusamat, we've got another option for you. You can go for the USB sticks on their own. So you can get set 1 or set 2. This is now set 1 because you've seen set 2 now. This is 99 butterflies. Then we've got a Christmas scene. Candy canes, bells, reindeers and all of this. Santa's there. Next then we've got a feather theme. 99 mandalas. Ooh, 99 more mandalas. Love a mandala. There's a nautical set of designs. Sewing images, as you can see. Sunbursts. And the last one, here's the Victorian tiles. So that is all the images from set 1. And again, you get 891 in total. But if you did just watch set 2 on its own, you can also get it under this item number. You can spread the cost, 2 payments of £30. Item number is 128593. But I think really go for the one-day special because of the saving. That's amazing. Also, just to mention, we've got some happy hour deals. Beautiful fabrics here. And I believe you're picking any 3 half-metre pieces, so they're big pieces. So we've got our lovely peach marble. Next one is River of Ice. Then we've got blue marble moon, cold as ice, and then pebbles and marbles. Yes, let's open one out. Sorry, Doug, just going to wreck the pack shop. Look how much you're getting. Way! Big, big piece. Oh, I love this sort of batik look. Oh, it feels nice as well. Oh, this is right up my street. I want to dress in this. Right up my street. Love that. So that's the size. That's just, go for it.
You have been lucky enough previously, we have done some of our strip rolls in these same colours.
Right.
And basically we've found more of the fabric, and this is on a phenomenal deal because it's way cheaper than we would normally do it.
Yes.
But it's because we haven't got enough to put them back on rolls.
Yeah.
So that's why we've done them as this special happy hour deal.
Yes, wonderful. 3.5 metres for £15.97. Meg saying, which 3 am I going for? I'm so predictable. 419949. You might as well not ask because the audience is going to go, she's going to put in. Right, now we've also got another set of happy hours. Right, we've got a needle bundle. Now this one I've picked up is the 90. There we go. Oh, it's not limited at the moment. Oh, you can all admire my nails. Have you seen my nails, Hayley?
I saw your Halloween nails. You're ahead of the...
I'm ahead of the game. Just might leave them on permanently. My parents have still got their Christmas decorations up, so I might just do Halloween all year. Anyway, right. Oh, is it not dropped? Oh, OK. So what does it mean by 90 and what does it mean by, because there's another one,
Okay,
80.
so 80 and 90 are the size of the actual needles. So 80 is what you'll use for most of your quilting, most of your kind of lighter weight cotton things. And then 90 you would use for slightly heavier fabrics, so things like your denims, your canvases, that kind of thing. So you're getting 2 lots of the 80s, so that's 10 needles in total, and 2 lots of 90s, so that's another 10 needles, 20 altogether. Maths.
Thank you, because yes, I did say, that's going to slide down, isn't it? I did say that you were getting a choice of, but it is all for, hang on a second, so if I can hold them like this. There we go. Now it's going down to £9.96 from £15.96. So apologies, we've changed, well, we are changing the graphics. And coming on to the, yay! Excellent, so you've got a £6 saving on those. 112832 is your item number. Okie dokie. Woo! Can we come to you then, Hayley? Okay,
so what this mat is kind of best known for is for applique. So with the USB that you're getting, you will be getting 9 different sets of 99 designs. So that's 891 designs in total. And these will both come as PDFs. Now, PDFs you can put onto absolutely any computer, so it doesn't matter if it's a Mac or a PC or you've got a different operating system, it will go on absolutely anything. And one of the beauties of PDFs is when you come to print them out, your computer will give you the option somewhere in the printer settings of being able to scale that design. So you can go with the original size. So this sheet here is all the kind of original sizes that they were coming out, but you can increase the size on them to as big as your paper will allow.
Okay.
So you've got a lot of flexibility in terms of the size on these, and also you're going to get not just the PDF files, you're going to get SVG files as well. So an SVG file will work with all of your cutting machines. So things like your Cricuts, your Silhouettes, your Brother Scan and Cuts, all of those guys all run on SVG files, and you're getting all of those as well.
So SVG, and the other set of files is?
PDF.
PDF.
So you can kind of print out and cut out anything you like from all of these. Amazing. So you've got a total of 891 designs in there. So there should be plenty to go at.
I should think so.
There should be plenty to go at. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do what it's kind of best known for, and I'm going to use it for applique. So I've got some fusible webbing that I've just put on here. I've traced off kind of the first corner of this design, and you don't always have to use the whole design. For this one, I can just take that part of it. So I can just take the kind of outer ring from around there and then that flower that goes in the middle. So I've traced it straight off the paper just by putting the fusible webbing over the top, and then you'll be able to see through. There you go. So you can see straight through there, and then just trace it through with, I'll put it flat because it's a bit easier to see. you can just trace that straight on, and then that's your design almost ready to go. Now, if I want to modify this one from here and link these pieces back up, then I can do. I can either do it when I'm cutting it out, or just before I cut it out, I can go ahead and link these back up to create a full circle. So we're going to have a bit of a play with this one and just allow us to kind of change the design ever so slightly.
What's on your fluffy pen?
It's a big flower with a smiley face.
I like it.
Well, it's really to stop me losing my pen, because you've seen what happens with the keys. So, yeah, it's my smiley happy pen. It's fine. So we're going to cut that out now.
Okay.
And once if you've used fusible webbing before, you'll be very, very familiar with this. You simply kind of iron it onto the back of the fabric. Obviously, this is a plain fabric, so it looks the same front and back. But if you've got a patterned fabric, you need to iron it onto the back. And one of the things that I will kind of tell you to watch out for is if you've got lettering, remember to put that in back to front. So you saw we had kind of Paula's name there printed out. You'll have to print that, or you'll have to trace it back to front, because remember, you're always going to be working on the back side of the fabric.
Okay.
So we're going to cut this out, and what this mat will allow you to do is kind of construct your applique pieces and then stick them onto things. So if you want multi-layer applique, you can construct that on the mat and then add it on to other things. So I'm just going to quickly cut this out. I know it's like watching paint dry. So if you got some admin you could do for me for a second while I get this sorted.
Okay, now the happy hour, the one with the 4 sets of needles, 2 of the 90 and 2 of the 80. Half the stock's already gone. Now we're only 17 minutes in, and I only showed you about 5 minutes ago. So that is flying out, and it's only £9.96 for this hour only. 112832 is your item number. Now we're also really busy for the larger Fusamat, and this one is the one that Hayley's using, and it's 18 by 30 inches, $39.99, or 2 payments of £20, 877893. We have also got another size, 20 by 20, this one. $36.99 with a £10 saving, 974018 is your item number. And then if you wanted another 12 by 18, which is the one in the one day special, I like that. Meg said 1 for upstairs, 1 for downstairs. £29.99, £5 off there, and your item number is 053304. Lovely.
Okay, I'm nearly cut out. I'm nearly cut out. That was good admin. That's given me enough time to almost get this cut out. But the beauty of this is you can assemble multi-layer pieces. So say if you were putting appliques on that were all going to be circles, in little circles, but you wanted different patterns in each of them, but then you wanted the flexibility to decide where those circles went once you'd kind of prepped everything. You can make those up first and have the sticky on the back ready to go before you actually kind of make that commitment. So let me just get this one out. There we go. So that's going to be, we're working from this one. So you see, that's this piece. So we've joined that back up now. Just shuffle it back along. There we go. And there, oh, actually, it'll be that way around, won't it? I was wondering why it wasn't fitting exactly. There we go. Because we're back to front, remember. So next I'm going to do that centre piece, and then what I'll do is I'll put it onto another shape so we can start building that multi-layer piece up together. So let's go for that bit in the centre. So again, I'm going to take my fusible webbing. We have got fusible webbing on the show. This is really, really useful stuff. And we've got 2 different weights of this. One weight is the one that I showed you, which is this one here. This is what I would class as a lightweight fuser web. So this will be your quilting cottons and all that kind of shenanigans, your lawns, anything that's lighter weight. And then there's another type, which I've got here. Let me just peel the back off of the corner of this one. And this one, can you see, is more of a, like a grid.
Yeah.
On that one.
Uh-huh.
So let me just get it up away from my the paper, and then you can see it better.
Okay.
So that one's more of a grid. That one's more to go onto your heavier weight fabrics. So things like your denim, your canvas, things where the lightweight probably just isn't going to have enough grip, have enough glue there, then that's the one you want to go for, which is the heavyweight option. So there are two different options of this, and I would just suggest you kind of pick the right one for the job, because sometimes if you use the heavyweight one on the lighter weight fabric, you'll actually get some of the glue penetrating through and you'll be able to see it. So definitely pick the right one for the job.
Okay, and you're getting 1.5 metres of either
option.
You
do, you get a great big piece, so you'll be able to use it for loads and loads of different things. So let's just quickly get this one traced on. So I'm just putting the pattern underneath, tracing it through, and the pattern comes straight off the USB. All I've done is taken it from the computer, in its PDF format. I've used the function that comes with it, will literally come with every computer. You don't have to look for this. When you go into your print settings, there'll always be either a scale option or something along those lines, and you'll be able to change the size of it if you wish, because I have scaled this one up a little bit, just so it's a bit bigger to be doing on the telly. And then let's just get that last line in, and then one across the bottom. So if I want this to be longer, because obviously on this pattern it's kind of block pieces that are all going to go together. If I want that to go longer, I can change it at this point and then extend that stalk so it either goes underneath this piece or over the top. So I'm probably going to extend it so it will go underneath. So I'm going to go with pink, I think, for that one. Oh, where's that nice tealy colour gone? I like that one. I'll find it later, it'll be fine.
Pink and orange, that's fine.
Well, it's a nice kind of corally colour, that one. It goes well with an awful lot of things. So I'm going to leave that extra bit on because, as I said, I'm going to extend that. So let me just make sure I'm away from the salve edge. And then I'll roughly cut that off, because you don't want to really iron the whole thing on, because then you'll just kind of gluey up all your fabric, and that's not what you want. So that's ready to go. And when you are using fusible webbing, then you want to use a dry iron, so an iron without steam. And if you've got a little mini iron, then even better, because you can get a lot more accuracy with one of these than you maybe can with your normal kind of big iron. So by dry iron, this is actually a mini steam iron, and it does have a little compartment on there that you can put water in, but there's no water in this one. It's just up on kind of its full setting for cotton and linen.
Does it matter?
And you're just going to give it a couple of minutes. You don't have to, spend hours on there pressing and pressing it.
Does it matter that you've got the other paper slightly underneath?
No, it doesn't matter at all. As long as you've got your kind of Fusamat underneath, then that will obviously protect your table. Yeah. And there's no damage to your table there. So we're going to cut this one out as well, but we're going to leave that stalk a little bit longer, because we're going to kind of alter this on the hoof. So we're going to quickly whip up here. So do you want to do a bit more admin while I'm... Yes. Because that's what we do. We do admin while I'm cutting stuff out.
I love that. I feel like a secretary.
See, right. Janice didn't like being admin.
Oh.
No,
what does she like?
She was, we called her Jadmin. Jadmin. Janice the admin. Jadmin.
So can I be Almin?
You can be Almin. Okay. Knock yourself out.
I like being called Al, but nobody thinks it suits me. But anyway, you can call me Al. Right, so we are so busy for this applique bundle. You've got your Fusamat, which is your 12 by 18 inches, and then you're also getting the USB stick of set 2 with those images. Now, you've got 891 images. Now, it works out at less than 5p per image, and that's not including the price of the mat. So it's almost like the mat is a bonus. That's incredible. Massive £50 saving, way better than half price. It's £38.98, and you have got this on FlexiBuy, 2 payments of £19.99. Here are the images on set 2 then that you get with the one day special. You're getting 99 cats, all different poses, 99 Celtic knots, 99 dandelions, 99 dog panels. And next we've got the doodles. Fairies are in this one. Gardening panel, keys, and the magical theme. Excellent. 927378, but we are very, very, very busy for that one day special. Now the needles. Oh gosh, these are now limited stock. We're only 25 minutes in. This is a happy hour deal, but it's not going to last anyway by the looks of it. So you get 2 sets of the 80 and 2 sets of the 90. £9.96, £6 saving, 112832. Because I guess you've got to keep replacing your needles, haven't they? They're a consumable.
Yeah, they are. And realistically, they say replace your needle every project.
Right.
That's vague, to be honest, because if you are going to do something, maybe just making a bag,
yeah,
you're probably not going to need to replace your needle after that. But if you're making a huge quilt, then yes, you're probably going to need to replace your needle while you're making it.
Yeah.
So what I use as quite a good rule of thumb is if you've completely fully wound a bottom bobbin, that's around about 100 meters worth of sewing.
Right.
I would say if you fully wound a bobbin and it runs out, you're probably going to need to replace it. You might get away with a little bit more, a little bit less, but that's a kind of pretty good rule of thumb.
Yeah,
if you've got one full spool on top and you've used that whole spool start to finish, that's probably time to change your bobbin.
Right. Lovely. Okay, but do
not
go
your
for
bobbin,
those
your
needles.
needle, man. You know what I mean.
Hey, oh, yeah. Am I doing these as well? Right. Other happy hour. We've got some beautiful fabrics. What was this? You're picking any 3, aren't you? So we've got the marble peach. They're ½ meters. River of ice. Blue marbled moon. Cold as ice. And then this is the pebbles and the marbles. 3 ½ meters there for £15.97. 419949. Oh, we've lost a happy hour. Needles have gone. Thank you for purchasing. Clearly you've all been sewing a lot and you're in need of a lot of needles. There we are. Okay, so thank you for that. Now something else that's always busy. We've got the 2.5 on a roll. There we are. They're your fabric rolls. We've got some new wonderful colours, which is this second row here.
Yes. So these ones are new ones that we brought the other day, but what we didn't realise was none of the pictures were up, so they didn't actually get added.
Oh.
So we had lovely new things, but they didn't actually get added. So there's 5 new colours there. You've got pink Cadillac, which is the kind of corally pink colour on the end there.
Yeah.
And then you've got pink. You've got blue oyster cult.
Oh.
You have, hang on, blue suede shoes, I think it's called. Yes, blue suede shoes. And the last one you've got is lime in the coconut.
Lime and a coconut.
Lime, have you not heard the song?
No.
Put the lime in the coconut.
No.
Oh.
Have I? No, I'm right. Meg's singing it to me and I really haven't. Is this a school thing?
No.
Oh.
You will know it. You put the lime in the coconut and you drink it all up. We're just kind of trying to help you and you're just looking so blank. I've never seen you look quite so blank. It's okay. It's fine. It's all good. We're all good.
Are you able to name check the other colours?
Yes. So you've got Buddy Holly in the navy, deep purple. You've got Grey Day, Grateful Dead. You've got Back in Black, Little Red Corvette. We've done the middle row, so we'll come down a bit further. You've got White Wedding.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on a second. Cream. Oh, is it cream? No, it's not the cream one. It's Pearl Jam.
Pearl Jam.
It's the ivory coloured one. Then you've got Purple Rain, Purple Haze, and then the 4 at the front, sorry. You've got, ooh, Lily, is that Lily the Pink? Or in the pink? It's something pink based.
Yeah.
And then you've got in the silver, you've got, I think it's Baby Blue Eyes, and then Pistachio Nut.
Well done. I remember when these were on and I couldn't for the life of me remember and you started testing me.
No, it's okay. I'm not going to test you today.
Good.
You're off the hook.
I'm what, sorry?
You're off the hook
Oh,
today.
good, okay.
Just today, though.
Just today.
Might test you a different day.
Oh,
You never know.
I'm with you tomorrow.
Okay, I might test you tomorrow then.
$26.99 for any of those. So you've got, they're 2.5 inches and you've got 40 metres on a roll. Do these ones just look a bit smaller because you've nabbed them?
The only reason they look smaller is the centres are smaller. So if you pick up the purple one out of the centre carefully, you'll see that one's got a bigger core on it. There you go, bigger hole. And if you get the red one off the end, smaller hole, it's the same amount of fabric. It's just some of the original ones. I'm trying to get them all redone so they're all the same.
I see.
But yes, you can see they're all absolutely all the same. You're getting 40 metres on there, which is equivalent to 2.5 linear meters if you just got it as a piece of fabric.
Right.
But then you've also got the convenience that it's all chopped up for you.
That's true.
We've got a couple of samples up on the back there which use the different sizes as well. So on the Stitches Sayings, which is this one, you've got a 2.5 inch and a 1.5 inch on there. So you've got 2.5 going around the outside and the ones that are next to the actual panel itself, and then you've got a 1.5 creating that white border. And then on the Seaside one, you've got, I think that's an even bigger one, that might be a 3.5 grey around the outside edge, and then a 1.5. So you can see that they frame quilts beautifully, because these are solid panels. But if you've got a quilt that needs kind of finishing off, these are brilliant for sashings, for bindings, for doing your borders and things like that. And you've got 40 metres on each of these. So to put that in perspective, if you had a full double bed size quilt, so king size quilt, 2 metres by 2 metres, you'd get 5 of those done as a border.
Okay.
So if you want to add kind of sashing and other bits in, pieces in as well, so you've got plenty there.
That's good. $26.99, and you're choosing whichever ones you want. 439,236. Now we've got some new quilt toppers. Yeah, these ones.
Yes,
okay.
I love these. We've been, well, there's quite a few people in the office been geeking out to these because I think they're hilarious. They've basically been made for my amusement, really. So you've got 2 periodic tables here.
Oh,
now,
right.
Nobody ever does kind of sciencey stuff
for
this, but I think they're absolutely hilarious, and I will either be proved right or horribly wrong, and I'm prepared to take either, it's fine. So this is a periodic table of sewing. So it's exactly the same layout as your full normal periodic table.
Right.
But all of the letters are now sewing related things. So instead of H for hydrogen, it's H for hem.
Oh, this is really clever. Oh, I like it.
Instead of lithium, it's linen.
Yeah.
MG, is that magnesium or manganese? I can never remember which way around. That's magnetic clasp now.
Brilliant, that.
K is potassium. That's knitting or knit. Oh no, rubidium. That's ribbing.
Yeah.
I don't know all of these.
No, you're doing well, more than I know.
Go at the other end.
All I know is oxygen. Tell me that isn't there.
Yeah, oxygen's up the other end. That's why I would have got that end. That's iron, Fe is iron. Nickel is Ni. Ag is silver, and Au is gold, I think. ZN's zinc, but it's not anymore, it's zigzagging.
That's so clever.
It's cut on the fold, it's, it's bobbin, it's C for carbon, it's chain stitch, N for nitrogen is non-woven, O for oxygen is overlocker.
That's just clever. I'm just going to read them all.
Yeah, we've had a lovely time to ourselves.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie.
Where did you get the time? Hang on.
Oh, well, you make it, don't you? You make it. And then we have got the normal periodic tables. So if you do want to properly geek out, then you can. You absolutely can. So this one, they're all 1 metre in kind of width and 70 centimetres tall.
Right.
So these are fantastic for either putting into a project or great big pillow cushion.
Yeah.
Or, big floor cushion, something like that. Great size for that kind of thing.
Isn't that clever? I'd go for the sewing one. I think that's really clever.
I like them both. There's some things that's still quite cool about having just a normal kind of periodic table, and there is something.
Just frame it, stick it on the wall, don't do anything to it.
Done.
Love
Finished.
that.
Done.
Cool. So either of those is $12.99. Item number is 823602, and then under the same item number,
The ones, this one over here. There you go. So you've got your koi one. This is another brand new one that we've done, which I think the colours in this one are absolutely beautiful. And I think if you kind of get in there with your applique, like we probably will tomorrow, and get in there and add your extra bits and pieces to it, that could be something really, really stunning, just in a kind of mini quilt in its own right.
Yeah.
And then the next one, you've got Cartology.
Ooh.
So you've got all your kind of maps and things on there.
I like that one a lot.
And then you can separate these out as well.
We've got Skull Islands.
With most of the ones that we set up, we do them. So if you do want to separate them out into individual pieces, there's usually at least ½ an inch border around all of the elements.
Wonderful.
So you can separate them out and use them as different pieces if you want to.
Oh, that's cool, that is. Like that one.
And then you've got Furry Friends.
1 second.
Now, these are hilarious.
They're very dapper, they're very stylish.
Aren't they? There's a little koala bear in a scarf, there's a little llama with a handbag. You know, it's just, they're just doing stuff. Just animals doing stuff. And again, there's at least ½ an inch between those. So if you wanted to separate those out and put them onto
cushions,
6 different bags or 6 different cushions, you absolutely can. And all of those kind of pastel rolls that we saw at the bottom of the rolls, they'd work beautifully with these.
Nice. Next one.
This is one of my favourites. And this one wasn't intended to look like me, but it does a bit.
The one right at the bottom?
Yes, this one.
That's fabulous. What are they saying? So much fabric, so little time. If you see me with a seam ripper, now is not the time. I don't know why I'm reading it in this voice.
I don't know why you're doing that voice.
I don't know.
I like the Fabricadabra, which is up the top there.
Fabricadabra.
Noun, when fabric magically appears in your stash that you've forgotten about or hidden in a safe place.
That's very true. Wait, we've got another couple here.
Yes, you have. These are kind of all of our most popular ones that we do. So you've got the Seaside one that's there, so it's like a vintage seaside one. Again, all of those elements you could take out and use separately if you wanted to, or you can just keep it as a complete panel. And then what's left? Oh, it's the last one. It's the Parrots.
Cool.
So again, you've got that nice big one in the centre where, you know, you could add all sorts of extra bits and pieces or take all of those panels out and use them separately. So it's entirely up to you how you want to use them. We're just giving you options.
I like it. $12.99 then for any of those panels. 823602 is the item number. You've still got a bit of time left if you want to ask a question about the Fusamat, which is our one-day special. So please feel free to send your questions to studio@thegravstore.com. Back to you, Hayley.
Okay, so what I've done is I found the nice tealy colour that I was looking for, and I'm going to just pop that in half, and we're just going to create a very quick heart shape on here. I'm not drawing it on, just going to go for it and just hope for the best. That's how we like to roll, isn't it? That's how we've been rolling for most of today, to be honest. It's all good. It all works out in the end, doesn't it? Okay, I'm just going to, that's just moved slightly when I've been cutting around it, so I'm just going to go back around that corner and then down to the middle. So we've got a nice heart shape there. And the beauty of the Fusamat is, now normally I would never ever do this onto an ironing board. So I'm just going to stick that one back down. It's not quite caught that top corner. But what you can do is actually peel off the backing layer and start attaching your bits to it. So while that's cooling down, I'll pop these two off as well. So let me just get that one. There we go, there's one. So this is for raw edge applique, and with raw edge applique then usually you will stitch it down once you've got everything in place, either with a blanket stitch, you can do it with a straight stitch, you can do it with a heavier satin stitch if you want to. It's entirely up to you, but this is really just to get everything positioned. Now I'll show you a technique tomorrow, because when you put the kind of glue, which is effectively what it is, on the back of these pieces, they will become a little bit stiffer, and the more layers of glue you build up, the stiffer it will become. But what we can do is, we'll show you a technique tomorrow where you can lessen that glue and keep everything quite nice and soft. So that's kind of the layout we want with it.
We've had a question come in.
Okay, we love
this
questions.
is from Kate. Hello, Kate. She's saying, when you're using the USB stick on her scan and cut machine, can she separate the template shape?
Yes, you should be able to. Because it's an SVG file, you should be able to separate everything out. Now, I've taken the backing off of that, and ordinarily, you would never do this straight onto an ironing board. But because of the Fusamat, what you can do is you can actually stick that down onto the mat. So then it's going to hold its shape. It's not going to move for you while you're putting the rest of the bits together.
Yeah.
So then we're going to put that one on into the centre. And then, do I want that on top or do I want it underneath? I think I want it a bit lower actually. Right, I think I want it like that. So let's just take off a little bit more of that. Put it coming over the top. Now all these pieces have had the sticky, but the protective paper on the back removed. So then once I'm happy with the position, I can go back straight in with that. And this, I would definitely say, is a press, not a wiggle situation.
Yeah.
So you're going to want to just press and hold until you get that to stick into its position. And then we're going to add in that one over the top. And again, press and hold until you've got everything where you want it. And while, usually I wouldn't take the backing off while it was still warm, but because I've got it on the mat, can you see? That will just come straight up and off, and then that's ready, especially if I've got a larger, excuse me, if I've got a larger project where I'm doing lots of applique pieces and I want to kind of batch make them and make them all up ahead of time, then you can make as many as you like, and no matter how many times you try and stick that onto there, so giving it a good press on there, it's still hot.
That's
it will
really
still
clever.
Come straight off. So you can make loads of these ahead of time.
Yeah.
And then when you're ready to take them to your quilt, just take them straight over. Or it doesn't have to be a quilt, it can be a bag, can be cushions, can be dresses, can be anything that you're doing that's a project. You can then go and add these straight on.
Oh, it's ever so good.
So yeah, it peels straight off, which just allows you to kind of create lots ahead of time. So I shall go and stick some more sticky stuff on.
Okay.
And we'll go make another one. Do you want to do some admin? Almin, sorry. Almin, of course.
Right then, so the designs on the USB stick in the One Day Special, this is set 2. Here we go, this is 99 sets of cats, 99 Celtic knots, 99 dandelions, 99 dogs, you've got the doodles, fairy panel, gardening set, keys, and the magical theme. And then of course you're getting the Fusamat itself. Now at that price on screen, basically you're only paying $9.99 for that USB stick with 891.
The wrong order.
I think I get punch drunk with the numbers, that's what it is. Right, 891 images, that's better. So that works out at, did we say 5 pence per, less than 5 pence per image, without even including the price of the mat.
But just think about if you went to any of the websites that have these kind of images ready to kind of, you know, scan and cut, or Cricut or Silhouette or anything like that. It'll cost you a couple of pounds per single image, and you can break these down, you can make them bigger, you can make them smaller, you can move them around. There's an awful lot going on these, and you can often separate extra bits out from them as well. Just to make, you're not missing anything, I'm just using the leftover bit of that heart because I stuck a huge piece on. I'm just cutting some leaves out ready for 8 o'clock.
Cool.
Yes.
Okay. So you've got a £50 saving on this One Day Special. You are saving so much more than you're spending, and we have got it on FlexiBuy. 2 payments of £19.99. 927378 is your item number. Now, if you want the size map that Hayley's been working with, the 18 by 30 inches, this one is also really busy. $39.99 is the price. Oh, good, it is on FlexiBuy. 2 payments of £20. Item number here is 877893. And we've got another one, 20 by 20 inches. Marvellous. And that is £36.99, £10 saving on this, 974018. Now we've got some more panels, some quilt panels. These are huge. These are on a pick and mix. So we have our very grand geometric lion. I like that.
Brilliant. These are for, I would say, you know, if you're going to do, I've got loads of samples of these actually, which we haven't put out. I'm going to find them.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm pointing at you with scissors.
I know.
It's very naughty. It looks very aggressive and I'm very... I'll put them down. No, I've got loads of samples of these and we'll dig them out and we'll get to show you them because the design team did a fantastic job on these. So we've got loads of them. So we'll have a look through those in a minute. And especially for kind of attic window designs as well. Oh. This is a really good one. So if you've got, you know, an attic window works really well with the strip rolls as well, because obviously it's already cut into the strips for you, so you're not having to worry about that. Yep. You can just kind of go for it. So these ones, all of these ones, I think work really, really well for that type of technique.
Nice. All right then, so we've got our fabulous lion. So how many are we choosing? Any 2? Next, we've got hot air balloons. Oh, look how colourful that is. That's really pretty. Then the next one, have I picked up 2?
Just have a little peep first.
No, I was just seeing if I knew it would happen every time. Right, camper van, that's cool. That's a couple that used to work here and they have literally gone, they've left and they're travelling around the country in their van. What a nice thing to do. Oh, Meg's just saying to me, we're going off piece. She said, I don't think there's any beaches like that in England. But actually, what about is it Newquay? What do they call it? English Riviera?
Yeah, the beach near me doesn't look like that.
Neither does mine.
No. It
looks... What beach is yours?
Whitley Bay.
Whitley Bay?
Whitley Bay.
Oh, I'd like to go up there.
Yeah, it's very cold.
Oh.
Yeah, and you see people out every morning swimming in the sea.
They're crazy.
I know, they're mad. And they're not even in wetsuits and stuff. You're like,
that's because they're used to it. Apparently it's very good for you though. Meant to be amazing for you. Oh no, I think they're all going to go.
No, you're all right.
No, they're really not.
It'll just be the top 4, don't worry about it. I'll pin the other ones in.
Then we've got Earth. That's amazing. Then...
Those ones will be all right because they're on the separate set.
Okay.
Now, trust me, I pinned those ones. You'll be fine.
So this one is the spring. Next one is maybe summer.
Yeah, we've done them in order.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
This one
Kirsty and I did them in order.
Autumn.
You're all right.
Good. Where's winter then? Hang on. And then winter. Oh, it's a nice little snowy scene. Good stuff. £19.98 for any 2 of those. 036535. How are you getting on, Hayley?
Okay, so I'm just going to quickly cut out a little stem out of this as well. And these are all just leftovers from the bit that we did before. Now I'm just going to trim off that excess piece of fabric down the side because obviously that's not got any sticky on, so it's not going to stick to anything. So we kind of want to get rid of that. And then, again, I'm going to show you the properties of the mat where it actually kind of will stick to, the glue will stick to the fabric, but not the mat. So I'm just going to press that back on and leave that for a second while it dries out. So with the leftover bits that I had from just this colour, now I would like to add another colour into this and we'll do that in a second. We'll just start to build up a few with this. So that I will then press onto the mat just to hold it in place so it isn't going to move around while I'm kind of constructing my... I don't know if this is going to be a flower yet or a tree. So if I was going to go flower, I'd be popping them on at the bottom here. If it's going to go tree, we maybe would put them on at the top. What do you fancy, flower or tree?
Flower.
Flower, okay. Well, let's stick some of these on at the bottom then. So I think we're going to need quite as many. But what we can do is still construct this ready to go on to any other project that we want. So let me just get the back of this off. Come on.
So you've done
can
another...
scratch the back with a pin. That's not stuck quite as nicely as I'd like. So I'm going to just stick it back down first.
Hayley, so I know you've done another bundle where you can get the embroidery paper with the USB stick. And there's again the choice of set 1 and set 2.
Yes, so I'll show you how to use the embroidery paper tomorrow.
Okay.
Because that's a kind of different technique for that. So for this, we've got the stem stuck down and that's ready to go. Now, if I just overlap it, it doesn't have to be a huge amount. If I overlap the bits that I want to join it together, then if you have, I don't know if you can, it's a bit tight for you guys to see, I think, but there's a little bit of overlapping glue there. And if I just hold the iron on it, the glue won't actually go onto my iron. It'll sink down into the dimples onto the mat. Let me just stick another quick leaf on here and then I'll lift it back off and you'll see that all these bits will stick together. They'll kind of become their own unit. Obviously you have to have bits that will overlap or will kind of connect to each other, because if they don't, you'll just have a load of separate bits stuck on your mat.
Okay.
You do need to have a design that will kind of connect for this to, you know, work at its best kind of thing. So let's just put one more on, just because we can. There you go. And let's pop that one just up there. And then, as soon as that's got a bite, we'll be able to lift that up. And they're all stuck together.
Yeah.
Let me just pick it off gently. There you go. So they're all stuck together, not stuck to your mat, and ready to go for us to make a flower to stick on something tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay. We've got enough to make another flower, to be honest.
Okay.
Oh, let's have a... Right, I'm going to make another one. I've got a little bit of time, haven't I? This, I think, is going to be my longest bit. So, that'll do. Just straighten that out. So we'll take that initial bit, and it's not stuck terribly well to the fabric. I don't think I left it on for quite long enough, but it's all right. It's got enough that I can get away with it. So because we've picked that one off, we can move that one out of the way and repeat that same process again. So first of all, get it onto your mat.
Yeah.
So then that's not going to move while you're sticking all of your other bits and pieces on. And then we're going to, again, peel off the backs of some of these. And as long as we're overlapping, doesn't have to be a huge amount, but we just do need to have it attached so it isn't going to come off. So I did not do a good job sticking this on the back of here. There we go. We're all right. And then, do you want another one on? On this side this time. There. It's just deciding where to put it, isn't it? There we go. Not fatter bit at the bottom, I think. There we go. And then just press that down. You're not needing to put any massive weight on it. The heat's doing its job. But what the mat is doing is, A, it's protecting your table, and B, it's allowing you to kind of create your design, which will then lift off and be applicable or appliqueable onto other projects. So you can, you know, as we have been doing here, we can batch make these and let it cool just a little bit more than that usually, but we have not got the time. There you go.
Wonderful.
Ready to go. We'll do another one. I'm going to make another one.
Sure,
you can't stop me.
Going to keep going now.
You can't stop me.
Of course we can't.
You can try, but you can't stop me.
Yeah. Now, coming back to our one-day special then, the Fusamat. This is your 12 by 18 inches, and you've got the USB stick of set 2, which has got 891 images. And you're getting basically 9 sets of 99 themes. And we are now a quarter of the stock gone, so extremely busy for this. Here are the designs once more. We have got the 99 cats in all sorts of different positions. Some are yawning, some are purring, lying down. You've got the Celtic knots, 99 of those. Dandelions. Next then we've got the dogs. doodles. Then we've got fairies. We've got the gardening, so you've got wellies and benches and axes randomly.
You might need to chop down a tree in your garden, mightn't you?
That's true.
You might.
Then you've got your keys. Magical. Lovely jubbly. 2 payments of £19.99 and you've got a £50 saving. Better than half price, and basically, because I think the USB stick on its own, yeah, is $59.99. So realistically, at this price, you're only paying $9.99 for that one. Oh, right, and if you take away the price of the mat, it's only 5p per image. That's a cracking deal. 927378 is your item number. Don't forget your happy hour deals. Well, you've only got one deal remaining now, which is your beautiful batiks. Picking any 3, lovely. Picking any 3, I believe, and they're ½ meters. Nice. Well, we're finding them on the web for you.
There's a lot of colours that will go really nicely together in there as well, so it's really nice to get a set that you could quite quickly, you know, you could literally pick any 3 of those and you've got an instant project, haven't you? Good
stuff. So, yeah, look at these beautiful colours. That's your peachy. I can't remember all of the names, to be honest.
I made 2 more flowers while you were doing admin.
Wow, you're on a roll, aren't you? £15.97 for those. Any 3.
You can't stop me.
Any 3 meters.
I'm going to make some
3
more.
3.5 meters.
There.
Right. Hayley is back at 8.
Yes.
You've only got an hour.
Yes, I'm going to maybe get some crisps.
Just crisps?
Yeah.
That's dinner.
I might get some crisps.
Yeah, Holly just went treat yourself like that. So if you, again, you've got any more questions, please send them in for the 8 o'clock show, because like I said, this is something I've never seen before, the Fusamat. It's really good. Thank you very much, Hayley.
Thank you. Sorry, I was unplugging my iron.
It's all good. Don't go anywhere. More coming up after this short break.